Hello everyone. In this video I'll be ranking the top pre-workouts in Canada on this tier list. So there's a lot of different pre-workouts out there. Some of them are good and some of them are complete crap, and I'm going to break that down in this video. So first things first, we got Mutant's Madness. Now this is a very high stim pre-workout. It's got about 500 milligrams of caffeine. It doesn't have much else to its name though. It's just a high stim pre-workout. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I'm going to put that in the C tier. It's just high stim. It could actually C to F tier. Mutant does have a new pre-workout called the All In, and it's much better than this. I think I'm going to put Madness in the F tier. Just high stim. I don't think lots of caffeine's the answer when it comes to pre-workout, so that's where it's going. Next, we got the All Max Amino Cuts. Now, this isn't a pre-workout, but it was listed as one on a website, so I'm going to put it in the C tier. It's not meant to be a pre-workout. It's more so a fat burner. But I do recommend this to people sometimes if they're looking for a low caffeine pre-workout, because it's got very low caffeine, 117 milligrams of it. So it's quite low in caffeine, but it just gives a bit of a kick if you're looking for a morning workout or something like that. Next, we got Batch 27. That's a blue slushy flavor. S tier. Easy S tier. Batch 27 is one of the best tasting pre-workouts, but also one of the most effective ones. It's got 8 grams of citrulline malate in it, and a whole slew of other good ingredients, 3.5 grams of beta-alanine. It's just an absolute great pre-workout. My favorite flavor being their sour gummy bear, but they also have a bubblegum grape flavor that I'm also a massive fan of, and their new orange creamsicle flavor is really good too. So easy S tier. It's a great pre-workout. Next, we got BSN's No Explode. This one has been nicknamed Butt Explode, or you can substitute that word out for something else, because it makes you poop. There's a lot of magnesium in it, which upsets the digestive system. I want to put it in the F tier too. There's a lot of better pre-workouts nowadays. This one is a very outdated formula. This would have been good back in like 2010 maybe, but a lot of pre-workouts have moved on since then, so it's not the best pre-workout. I think there's much better out there, so I think it belongs maybe in the F tier. I might rank it a little bit above Madness because it's not as high caffeine. It just has a little bit more effective ingredients, but again, not a whole lot going for it. Next, we got C4, which is kind of in the realm of amino cuts. I'm going to put it ahead of amino cuts. It's like most people's first ever pre-workout. It's got 135 milligrams of caffeine. It's got little trace amounts of everything else, creatine, etc. It's not the best pre-workout. Let's just be honest here. It's a good tasting one, but it's not the strongest, and it's not. There's many other things you look for in a pre-workout, so it's just an okay one, C tier. Next, we got Pump Addicts, and I think this is a Pump Addict Stim Free. This is another S tier, especially I really like the Pump Addict Stim Free. The regular Pump Addict has 4 milligrams or 400 milligrams of caffeine. It also has 2 grams of L-leucine, which is a BCAA. It's nice to see that in pre-workouts, but also a good dose of citrulline as well. And the flavors are really nice, so I think it belongs in that S tier there. So yeah, Pump Addict Stim Free. Next, we got Pregym, which Pregym's pretty decent. I'll put it in the B tier. It's also got BCAAs in it. It's got a bit of caffeine. The flavors are okay. I currently have the strawberry banana, I think it's called, strawberry banana pineapple, something like that. It's okay. I don't think I'd get it really again. It's got a decent formula on it, but the flavor's not like mind-blowingly great or anything. And I think there's some better pre-workouts on here, so I'll put that in the B tier. Next, we got Roz Bum pre-workout. It's a collaboration with Chris Bumstead. I'm putting that in the A tier. It's a pretty solid one, but for some reason, my stomach cramps when I take this, and I have friends that also had similar digestive issues while taking it. I'm not sure if that's something to do with the pre-workout itself, but that's just been my experience with it. It's a pretty decent one, though. Got a good formula on it. Lots of citrulline malate, and the flavors are just fair. I think this one here is like blackberry lemonade. It's meh. Not my favorite. Next, we got Ghost. And Ghost is... A lot of people like to crap on Ghost. It's not the best pre-workout. I'm going to put it in the A tier, though. It does have tingle-free beta-alanine, and it comes in really great flavors. That's my favorite thing about it is the flavors. They have a Bubblicious flavor in a few different types. Lemonade, bubblegum. All their Bubblicious flavors are amazing. It's got good doses of ingredients as well. Not super high in caffeine, so I like it. It's pretty decent. Next, we got Mammoth Pump. That's another solid one. I like how I got this perfectly balanced here, but I put it in the B tier. It's got 3 grams of citrulline malate per scoop, so you kind of have to use 2 scoops to get the most out of it. It's kind of similar to more higher end pre-workouts nowadays, but it's a decent one. Not the best flavoring. It's just fair in that regard, but decent formula, and you can go with a lower amount if you want. Just 1 scoop. You can roll with it. Next, we got Aulani News pre-workout. I want to put that in the B tier. It's got only 5 ingredients in it: caffeine, citrulline, beta-alanine, and taurine, and something else. L-tyrosine, I think it is. Yeah, very simple formula, but I think it's a good one. It's the more of the effective ones that you'd want in a pre-workout, so it keeps it simple. The flavors, they have a wide variety of flavors, but I personally don't love the flavors, so it's going to go in the B tier. It's an okay one. Next, we got Powder Burn by Rivalus. I want to put that in the C tier above C4. It's got 1 gram of citrulline malate, so it's got something on the C4, but the mixture is not the best, so it belongs in the C tier. Maybe B tier if you're looking for something that's a little bit cheaper. Yeah, I'll put it in the B tier just for the price of it. It's one of the cheaper pre-workouts out there, and Knockout Fruit Punch, delicious. Love that flavor. Next, we got Rise. I think I want to put Rise in the A tier above Ghost. Rise is a pretty solid pre-workout. It's got 400 milligrams of caffeine, which is a bit high. It's got thinkамine. It's got 6 grams of citrulline. It's got a pretty decent blend of ingredients. I really like that cherry lollipop flavor or cherry ring pop flavor. It's pretty solid pre-workout overall. I'm a fan. Next, we got Super Set by Beyond Yourself. I'm going to put that in the S tier. It's got 9 grams of L-citrulline, but I think it ends up being actual citrulline malate, so pretty good dose there. It's got a good dose of beta-alanine. I think it's 3.5 grams or 4 grams of that. It's a pretty solid one. It's got like almost a 30-gram scoop, so it's like a protein scoop almost. It's got a lot of good stuff in it, and it's got a very sour flavor. Now, this can be a pro for some, but also a con for others. I like sour flavoring, and I find their sour flavors taste great, but not everyone always enjoys them. So yeah, I think it belongs in the S tier. It's a really powerful pre-workout. Lots of citrulline. It's great. Finally, we got the Vandal Project's Vandal pre-workout. I want to put it below Aulani New in the B tier. Vandal's a decent one. It's got no beta-alanine in it. So if you're someone that's like gets crazy itchy and tingly from beta-alanine, this one might be for you, because you can, roll out with this and don't have to worry too much about getting that tingle effect. So that's nice. It's got 6 grams L-citrulline, I believe, or 4 grams L-citrulline. Decent flavors. Like, the flavors aren't amazing, but their V Pump, which is their caffeine-free pre-workout, it just came out. Tastes a lot better, and I like that one a lot more than their Vandal. So there you have it. Top pre-workouts in Canada, starting with Batch 27, Superset, and Pump Addict. I hope you found this video useful. Let me know in the comments where you'd rank these. Always curious to see what people would do if they were able to put this on a tier list. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.